This is JC, and I agree with Hawk. Let's bankrupt Elon Musk. Listen to Hawk on his podcast.
So the tide is turning as it relates to Elon Musk. People are protesting nationwide at Tesla dealerships all across the country. I just saw a thing on MSNBC. They're all across the country this weekend. Huge protests at Tesla dealerships. Tesla's sales in Europe have absolutely cratered. Europe, France, UK, sales are down 75%. Tesla, the company, their stock, has lost over 50% of its value since December. It went from being valued a market cap of $1.5 trillion to now being worth a market cap of $700 billion. It's lost $800 billion in value since December. It's the middle of March. Sales across the United States are absolutely cratering. Musk himself has lost $150 billion worth of his net worth since Election Day. When in the month following the election, since the middle of December, he's lost over $150 billion in net worth. I have to believe at some point there are going to be shareholder lawsuits over this, and it's all because of him injecting himself into politics, not just here, but in Europe as well. In Germany, he endorsed and video conferenced into the convention of their far-right neo-Nazi party that came in second in their election. And I mean, and all of this resulted in, a couple of days ago, the President of the United States doing a live action infomercial for Tesla cars and Cybertrucks on the fucking White House lawn. The President of the United States of America was selling cars outside the White House right after Elon Musk dumped another $100 million into political action committees that are controlled by the president. I knew Trump was a transactional president. I didn't know he was going to be this blatant about it. Here's $100 million. Do an ad for me at the White House, and I'll have a couple of cars there. And Trump slides in. Oh, everything is computer. Direct quote. Everything is computer. And Elon Musk used a big chunk of his Tesla stock to secure the loans he got to buy Twitter. That stock is not worth what it used to be. Twitter's not worth what it used to be. He bought it for $44 billion. It's worth maybe 10 now. The Tesla boycott and the Tesla protests at dealerships are really working. They're really working. Let's bankrupt this fucker.
There you go. That's Hawk on Elon Musk and Tesla. And a couple things I've got to say here at the end of this video. One is that the correct term would be everything's computerized, and Trump is so fucking ignorant. And with his third grade education, he doesn't even know the right vocabulary. Okay. So Trump is obviously not tech savvy. That's one thing. The second thing is him doing a commercial on the White House grounds with Elon Musk might further depress sales of Teslas because of the fact that he's so disliked now. He's down below 30% or so favorability. And then the third thing is, how many Teslas do you see sitting in the front yards of poor families in Alabama, Mississippi, um, Louisiana, Texas, and Georgia, and Florida and the Carolinas? How many Teslas do you see sitting in front of trailers in trailer parks? By the way, I've got a little bit of a joke here. As we used to say, and I lived in a trailer park while I was in college, it ain't home till you take the wheels off. So there you go. The people that supported Trump, besides the farmers and the ranchers who are now getting it stuck to them by all of the illegal immigrants who've left and they can't run their ranches and their farms and they're getting ready to go bankrupt and lose them. Maybe those farmers and ranchers could have bought Teslas, but these people in the South and the red states, these poor people that are so stupid and uneducated that they would vote for Donald Trump, there's no way they could buy Teslas. You don't see Teslas in front. In fact, there are people who are turning their Teslas in for other cars. They're trading them in. There are people who are taking the Tesla insignia off their car and trying to cover it with another insignia or something so that the people don't realize they've got a Tesla. And I'll tell you why. Because one thing is, if they didn't, it might be vandalized. I mean, the Tesla vehicles and Tesla dealerships are getting vandalized, as well as Tesla chargers. Tesla has banks of commercial chargers all over the country. And in Boston, like the Boston Tea Party, they set a whole bunch of his chargers on fire and burned them up. And Tesla is doing the wrong thing to survive this. And I hope that he goes out crying like a baby, whining with a diaper on like Trump because he's shitting his pants because he's losing so much money. I mean, it's just amazing how much this is turning against him. And so we've got to get Doge out of our government. We've got to get Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia because she's one who is a Doge addict and fan. She's also about as smart as a piece of granite. She's another one who has, believe it or not, a four-year college degree, but she doesn't understand how to speak or write. She frequently makes